Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Some wonderful progress has been had lately with a brand new steel mill now up and running at full capacity, and there's a lot of progress to be made yet as we continue to develop our infrastructure, as we try to push some of those new resources up north to the old city and distribute it in the new city as well to further ease our construction woes and our development, which in turn will lead to even more resources that we can export and use internally as well. Folks, not much time to waste with an introduction. Just want to mention, as always, very quickly at the beginning, that if you've been enjoying this series and you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes such a big difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. It really does make a big difference. I do read through all the comments as well just to get an understanding of what y'all are feeling, thinking, hoping for, and reflecting that as we continue our playthrough. One thing I want to touch on as well before we dive on in is that with regards to the latest update that introduces weather and climate and temperatures and things like that, the reason why I haven't jumped onto that update is because I've been told by many that it's not perfectly implemented just quite yet. In many ways, it is quote-unquote impossible to integrate it into an older city that didn't take it into consideration from the beginning, and so we're likely going to see some horrific failures should we hop onto that update. With that said, my plan is very much to perhaps do a restart, a brand new season, if you will, when the game officially releases. Right now, I take this early access, quote-unquote mini-series, as it was supposed to be, as a huge learning opportunity. I should say, have learned how many things work or don't work in this game, and I intend to use all that knowledge in the future when the game again has its full launch. That way we don't have to worry about a new update coming out, next month or next quarter that'll require us to restart yet again. Just doesn't make sense to me. And hopefully that makes sense to you in my explanation of it. But folks, enough of me talking about plans of the far future. Let's talk about plans of the near future. One thing I want to accomplish today is get the iron and the steel from down here up to Rostinsky. And actually, to that effect, we have a beautiful name suggestion for this part of our city. And that name suggestion is, I did see some variants on it, some variations and whatnot. And I guess I'm kind of sticking to a system, if you will. And so we're going to be calling this region Oxalinsky. Oxalinsky is a reference to, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, oxalic acid, oxalic, never sure. And it's actually a very important acid in the process of removing rust. And I thought that was hilarious because, Oxalinsky here is going to work in tandem with Rostinsky. And in some ways, it's an evolution of Rostinsky and perhaps in the far future, a removal of Rostinsky as an entity, because we might not need it, far enough in the future. But I thought that was a nice touch, and it's always, again, nice to have custom names for spaces. But yeah, that's going to be a major part of today's session, is getting the resources up there, rejigging how iron and steel is processed. But before we even get into that, there were a couple of things that I wanted to take care of that I think I mentioned last session I was going to do some experiments with and see if I can't solve some of the problems that we've been having that have been plaguing us, and evidently have been are plaguing us currently. I think this solution is going to work. I did a little bit of testing. It worked during my testing. I think what we can do is we can get rid of these two semaphores, and then we can go ahead and make you into a chain as well. And down over here, what we'll want to do is put a chain down like so, and put a regular down like so. And the intent or the idea here is that trains will stop in this area, check where, which lane, so to speak, is free, and then cross over here if necessary. So this entire thing becomes one block. Having two crossings is perhaps a little wasteful, but we're not going to demolish that yet. I didn't do it in my testing, so I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to see if this actually works for a prolonged duration, and hopefully this problem will be solved once and for all. Now, there's a chance that I've got it all wrong, right? Obviously. But I think This makes sense. Now, apart from just that, I also noticed an issue down over here while I was doing my experiments. And I think what would solve this is a removal of this sort of cacophony of semaphores. If we get rid of those, but I get a set over here, what we should see is... Yeah, you can see how everything is backed up over here. I was wondering about that. So what led me down this path is I was looking at my imports, and I noticed that we're not importing iron or anything at all. And that made me check why we're not importing any of that, and I realized it's because we don't have any workers up over here, and that made me wonder, hang on a second, why don't we have any workers up over there? And then I came across this. I've experimented with fixes. I don't often do that because I like to have folks be a part of the experience, but these things I think have been plaguing us for a while, and I thought it was necessary that I did it, that I experimented off screen, but of course I wanted to talk about the solution and how I came across these issues in the first place during the episode, because I want y'all to feel like you're a part of the entire experience, because you are. So I'm just trying to find the perfect balance of that. So yes, I think this should work as well, because now we'll have to force like a manual clear up or cleanup at first, but what should happen is a train coming in should stop over here and see which of these lanes is free and then push through, and trains coming down this way will stop over here, see which of these lanes are free, and then come through. Now these, I don't know if they have to be chains. Maybe they don't, maybe they can be regular, but again, in my testing there were chains and it worked fine. Though I do have to send you back around the loop once, and it'll be fine. It's kind of funny actually that you go to veterans. Oh yeah, you know, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. All right, so that should hopefully fix all this up. It was also pointed out to me that apparently a building actually burned down, and there's only one. Really? Man. Really? I was so sure our fire stations would have that protected. Where's our closest, well, easy way to check. Fire station. One right there. I'm actually surprised that they didn't make it down. We've got a couple of trucks. Maybe there was too many fires going on at once. I mean, a good way to stay safe is to just simply purchase some more fire trucks, I suppose. Highest speed versus level, so let's go ahead and get a pair. I think it's not a bad idea. I should have checked my economy and stuff before I started doing that, as I typically like to do, but it's okay. We're sub 10 million, but it's not the end of the world. We'll make that money back in no time, and hopefully, by having more vehicles here, we're going to see unemployment drop in the area as well, because quite a few people over here are unemployed. I wonder if I should just unassign destinations and let people travel freely and work wherever they deem fit. Let's go ahead and get rid of this, because here we have a serious problem. 59 unemployed. That means clearly sending them all in one direction isn't working, and same thing over here. I wish you could specify like 50% to a place and then 50% unspecified. I wish unspecified was an option for percentage splitting, as opposed to having to, like, if I specify one place, I have to specify all places and all the percentages. I wish I could do a mixed bag, basically. Anyway, that should hopefully be... let's go ahead and get rid of you as well. That should hopefully get a better spread. I don't know if these guys can even reach the fire trucks up there, or the fire station, but they'll go somewhere. They'll go somewhere, and these guys... Employment issues still. Yeah, I'll need to sort this out. I need to find more jobs for people down over here. Not the end of the world, but... it'd be nice to give them all jobs to do and whatnot. I mean, honestly, some of these folks over here, they should probably be going down... hold on a second. Over here. Yeah, see, like, they can probably... Ooh, I see. That's what I mean. Like, I wish I didn't have to go all the way over here. I found. Let's go ahead and cancel this, see if that makes a difference. It probably will. It probably will make a positive impact. And over here, let's go ahead and add these guys as well. Oh, can't reach there. Okay, fine. That's fine. Hopefully that'll help. Anyway, where was I? Right, so all the train stuff is hopefully handled and taken care of. I think we're... Oh, right. Sorry. I was down here. So, we've lost a flat, which is obviously a problem. Our population is sub 34k, which I think is a problem as well. And our unemployment is over 4k, which I think will solve... I think I know what's going on. and I'll check on that in a moment. But for now, okay, how do we do this? Gonna have to get rid of the road and the footpath as well. I don't know if it'll let me put a building down over here because it's so tightly packed. Even though I had one before, I don't know if the game will be comfortable with me going in and dropping. Oh, okay, good, I can. And the question is which one? 179. That's not gonna fly. You're not gonna fly either. I do wonder which one I had over here. It must have been... Well, let's see. 137 workers. I assume it was this one, because it fits roughly exactly where the previous one was, right? I can get this a little bit more tightly packed over here, it seems. Not the biggest fan of the road. There, I'll need to do this. Was it that one? I mean, I guess I could check. Fire destroyed building. Flats prefab 10. Oh, well, the names are all the same. Great. That doesn't help at all. That doesn't help at all. It's not this. It's a prefab flat. Okay. You're too small. Could have been this one. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was. Yes, I think it was this one. Either way, it fits 143 as opposed to 137. That works for me. Let's go ahead and pop you down over here. And again, we'll let the construction offices build it because we have... I'm sure we have a huge... surplus of like prefab panels and stuff because we've stopped shipping them down south. So if you just look over here, oh my god, yeah, we could definitely use some construction projects in the area. So let's do that, shall we? Let's do that. Let's get these footpaths going as well. I mean, again, this isn't necessarily ideal, but I'll take it. I can hook you up like so. Excellent. I can hook you up like so. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'll go ahead and commission you guys as well. Yeah, this will take a little bit of time, but it's not the end of the world. I think it's the right thing to do is to let the people have a construction project there. Wow, didn't think we'd lose that building. I mean, I might want to get a fire station down over here in that case. Easier response time, right? Easier response time for sure. Something to think about. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get to our main tasks today. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. It's actually the 1st of November. I didn't realize we'd stopped on the 1st. Let's hit play. Money will hopefully start looking good. You're leaving over here. I just want to see this clear up, and I want to see that clear up as well. Let's go ahead and investigate this first, though, because this is going to be, oh my god, huge backlog, or backup, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is stopped over here. Those trains are coming through, and the trams as well. All the workers are going to get picked up. This is not going to be the best route for a little while. But we've got so many students as well, man. Passengers being picked up. Passengers being picked up. Really is quite a hub. Which is cool. I think I just need to work on this a bit more. What's the deal here? Why are you... This is something that bothers me a lot. Is like, why are y'all still stuck? This train is over here. They should be free to go. Well, let's see. We're just waiting on this train, I think, maybe to leave. Oh, yeah, there we go. We've got movement here now. Cool. Up over here. All right. Works for me. No. No, you're stuck here. There we go. All right, cool. We're going to let that run for a little bit and see how that proceeds or progresses. Over here, gotta flip you around, I think, to get the fix happening. And let's go ahead and pull you back over here just to buy a little bit of a gap, I guess. That should make all the difference I need. Are you not turning around? You're not turning around. Why are you not listening to me? There we go. Okay, cool. I'd lost track of how many times I'd clicked that. All right, so this should buy us a bit of a gap, and hopefully we'll be able to get something going there. Now, right, I said I wanted to get a lot of like truck stuff done down over here. I also want to commission all these tracks. Well, what do I start with? I guess we could start with trucking things over. I also wanted to get more buses, if I'm completely honest, because right now what's happening is none of these mines are working at full capacity. And if I get, one more bus each, we'll be moving a little bit faster, getting more workers down over here. But before we even get into that, what I want to touch on is, it occurred to me that a reason why we're seeing so much unemployment is we're telling all these people to go to this trolley bus stop. What do we expect? So go ahead and get rid of that. And that should, again, we're seeing like 470 and 490. That should help these guys go up to this train platform, who will then get scooped up and brought down over here. And we should see huge improvement in the unemployment situation. I hope. And eventually we're going to start needing to build more of these structures up. Down to 430, it was at 470, right? 430, we'll see. It'll take obviously more time than just, one evening. But we are sure to see, I think, progress over there. All right, let's try and stay on task over here. What's the deal here, by the way? Okay. Okay. I was just thinking about how I need to concern myself with the food situation as well. On the topic of like building more buildings down south. Yeah, anyway, we'll get back to that. So, I want to bring iron and steel. Okay, first of all, there's so many like moving parts. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to approach this. First of all, let's go ahead and get 3 more buses. Right. Go ahead and get 3 more IKR 256s. Is that what we've got going on over here? I want it to kind of like match and yeah, IKR 256s. So 1, 2, 3. Right, and if I can just go ahead and view line detail, set line to vehicle. Can I do it like this? No. And I do, trying to figure out for passengers, trying to figure out the best way to find this one. Now, unfortunately, the name, see, this is actually quite unfortunate. I wish I'd renamed this space first, because it doesn't automatically rename. Oh wait, hold on a second, it does. Then why is the bus stop, hold on. Oh, okay, it's just the line name that hasn't updated. Interesting, okay, interesting. View line details, yeah, that's the problem here. So let's go ahead and rename you to Oksalinsky bus stop to, I think Iron Mine 321 can stay the same. I wonder actually, can I copy this? Save you. And this should help me organize this a bit. Line detail, rename you. You go to the Iron Mine, right? So you can copy. Iron Mine 1. Yep. That's 1. And where's my Iron Mine 2? Iron Mine is now starting to sound like Iron Man, and it's throwing me off. There you are. Look at the line details here. Rename you. And here we go. Oksalinsky bus stop to Iron Mine 2. Okay. Whoops. Cancel that. Save that. All right. So, will that make my life easier? Moment of truth, right? Moment of truth. Set line, Oksalinsky, Iron Mine 3. Wonderful. That actually does help a lot. Set line to Oksalinsky, Iron Mine, like whatever, general or whatever you want to call it. And let's go ahead and set line to Oksalinsky, Iron Mine 2. Wonderful. Man. The improvements that were made to this game over time, just fantastic, honestly. So, okay, that helps. That should help workers move a bit more smoothly. But we also got to look at getting trucks and whatnot. Now, we have a distribution office. All the way over here. I wonder if we use a distribution office. Yes, we do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and also pick up, not just from the warehouse, but hold on, clothes. There we go. Steel, prefab panels, bricks. Right. So we're also going to pick up from... here directly, or do I want to have a cargo station? That's the question. Cargo stations are nice. Didn't take that into consideration. A road cargo station here. And connect over here. Wouldn't be bad. Not a bad spot to do it. Okay, alright, okay. Well, what if we do this kind of a thing? I would like to have the track bypass potentially up this way. Like, we've got those tracks coming down. It could do a bypass over here. But if we could also just bypass the entire cargo station, if need be. So sure, let's go ahead and put you down, like, over here. Minimize how much space we're taking up with this thing. That kind of a thing. Oh, a tooltip hiding the road connection. I can do this kind of a thing. Sure. Even though I'd prefer to connect to this closer one, don't think we can. Not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and pop you down over here. Come on. Come on, baby. There we go. No. There we go. No. I get the road connection, too. I had it. There we go. Cool. Pop you down over here. Not going to auto-build. We'll get the construction offices working on this. Not going to take them very long to do this. You guys working over here. But in the meanwhile, so we're not wasting time, let's go ahead and add this directly. And at Oxelinsky Steel Mill, I would like to load steel. Of course, that's all we've got. So, hopefully, this is backed up right now. Hopefully, these vehicles are going to be en route right away. Looks like it. Yeah, good stuff. And this is just to manage the supply to our construction office, or rather our open storage down over here. With that done, do we have... Oh yeah, we have some iron stored up. We have some iron ore stored up? We don't. This is where things get funny. See, what I'm thinking is up over here. This is such a weird kind of roundabout way of approaching this, I guess, in some ways. Over here, we are providing jobs, right? Not that many jobs, but 15 times 4 is what, 60, right? We're providing 60 jobs. We got the mine over here that can provide up to 250 jobs. Would we be wise to bring ore up? Hang on a second, where? Oh, okay, that's why. Like, would we be better off bringing ore up to these spots to process and then drop and then convert to iron, which then gets brought down over here? Or do we just bring iron to the steel mill and defunct Rostinsky right away? Again, jobs, right? Like 60 jobs, 310 jobs, really, if we push this area to capacity. And of course, we get to stop importing iron ore. I say that's what we do. I say we bring iron ore up. We're gonna need a lot of trucks. We're gonna need a lot of trucks. I wonder if we got a distribution office over here to manage it. Large distribution office to bring iron over. Bring iron and iron ore over, or just iron ore? I think just iron ore. Alternatively, we just buy the trucks, and then we can repurpose them for other things and not have a distribution office committed to just one thing. Let's go ahead and buy the trucks first. Let's buy them down over here because it's closer to the source. And I guess if we're moving iron ore around, would that be a dumper? Yes, it would be. Let's go ahead and get our trusty KMZ 5410, I guess is how I would say that. I've been told many times, by the way, what the KMZ stands for. Can't believe I just said KMZ. KMZ is what I meant. But it does keep slipping my mind. 12 tons versus your 16 tons. 95 kilometers an hour, 90 kilometers an hour. All right, yeah. Sticking with our trusty MZ 5410, I think. Yep. All right, cool. So, what, do we just get like 6 of them? I guess, right? Sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. That was hard. It's expensive is all. All right, so let's go ahead and create a new line here, shall we? Let's go ahead and create a line. And this line starts at this aggregate to pick up iron ore. I'm just kind of talking myself through this. So you're picking up iron ore, and then you're dropping it off. Oh, right, I guess I have to assign them separately. Making custom lines doesn't necessarily make sense. The thought had crossed my mind of making an aggregate storage somewhere over here, but hooking it up to this entire hot mess over here would probably be more trouble than it's worth. Let's see. We could try it, right? We could try it. These guys haven't been assigned anything yet. Let's just set you aside for now. If I were to build a large aggregate storage... Oops. If I were to build a large... Why? Why you gotta make me go to storage and warehouses for this? You can't use containers for this, right? Yeah. Seriously? There we go. Oh my god. I don't know why I always struggle so much with that. So yeah, we could put you down over here-ish, right? We can flatten this. So that's not the problem. Let's experiment a little bit over here. Because if we can just drop it off at an aggregate, it'll be so much better. Distribution-wise and organization-wise as well. So alright, let's go ahead and pop you down over here. Alright, let's immediately suspend your construction. Got a fire over here at Trainwreckski. I'm sure there's a fire station, like, right here, who is responding right away. I'm so nervous now after having lost a couple buildings here and there. How do I not see? There we go, the sirens. I was looking for the flashing red and blue. Alright. Since we're over here, let me just quickly check. Do we have a traffic jam around these trains? We do not. Okay, good. We have a traffic jam up in this area near our steel mill. We do not. We might have actually solved our train problems, but let's not jinx ourselves. Okay, down over here, we've suspended construction. That's great. Can I even remotely come close to making this connection? I highly doubt it. Flatten you. Getting you up here, that was the problem. Yeah, fire extinguished, good. Problem isn't this, the problem is integrating it into the system. One in... What if we... Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our modded options here for the conveyor systems. I want 3 in, 1 out. Not pipes. I hate that pipes are under the same category. 3 into 1? Yes, 3 into 1. This will not work. Yeah, it's too tightly packed over here. Let's see. Pop you down over here, let's say, hypothetically. We would not be able to. I'm going to invest a little bit of money over here, unfortunately. Like, I already know the answer to this question. I already know it's not going to work. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. Yeah, see, I can't connect like that. Building in the way over here as well. This is probably the only spot I can put this in as well. I mean, if we're experimenting, might as well go all the way, right? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Pop you down over here. And connect everywhere except for up there. Okay, okay. I don't know why I've done this. I'm gonna regret this for sure. First, you're not gonna let me connect to that. Okay, gonna have to demolish that too. You're coming up over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I'm definitely overdoing this. 3 into 1. Where'd you go? 3 into 1. 1, 2, yeah. Did I? Do this kind of a thing. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Okay, this is gonna be a little messy. Be a little messy. Because if I can just sneak in from this side is the thing I want to do. If I can just get this to like creep in. Now let's go ahead and put you down over here. If we can't find that gap between these buildings as well. Like that. Like that maybe. Then we head on over to our modded selection. And we do, ooh, this might actually work. No way. Okay. And then where is our regular one? Because we don't need to... Oh, what I could do actually is I could use the modded one, which keeps things up high. 3 to 1. No, that's not what I want. I want 1 high input, 6 output. Do that kind of a thing. Thought I saw... Yeah. Okay, well in that case, if we're going to use that, let's go ahead and get... Let's test this out. If I do that... Right. Got a connection there. Then can I go to the modded selection? I'll just pay for all this. 1 high input, 6 output. Do this kind of a thing. Oh, baby. Oh my god, I can't believe this will actually work. I can't believe that's actually going to work. Because now we've got this, which we'll, sure, continue the construction of. Again, we've got resources, might as well use them, right? No construction offices available in range. Are you kidding me? Oh, fine, I'll pay for you. We got so many construction offices down over here. How are you not in range? How are you not in range? Working on a lot of Farminsky stuff, eh? Nah, I'm not gonna blame you. Okay, we'll just pay for this then. 120k is not that much. So, I mean, altogether it's going to be a lot more expensive. So, yeah, we have the aggregate over here pushing iron ore up from Oxalinsky. Then we've got this iron mine continuing to push iron ore up. We've got this footpath connection still. Yeah, because they'll all come together through here and they'll push up to all of the... Wow, okay, yeah, you know, this actually works. I'm a little blown away, I'm not going to lie. Wow, the construction offices can reach here, but they can't reach here. Are you kidding me? Millimeters. Alright, let's fund it. Let's do it. Oh, I'm so pleased, actually, that this worked out. Now, this is funny, actually, because every time we get into a situation like this, where I'm just, like, constructing a bunch of stuff, I think back to the comments about how I'm being so conservative with my, like, money, I guess. Not in any, like, kind of disparaging way or anything. I just think it's funny because... This is what I save that money for, so that I can just go ahead and do this and not have to worry. We're down to almost only 5 million now, but I'm not too concerned, if I'm completely honest. I'm not too concerned. Anyway, let's get back to work over here. So you guys, let's go ahead and set a line. Going to be creating a new line, and in this line, now we can officially pick up iron ore from over here. And move all the way up over to here and drop that very same iron ore off. Yeah, I think that works. What should we name it? Let's go ahead and say Oxalinsky, Rustinsky, or transportation. Sure. Accept those changes. It's a long route. It's a long route. But that's cross-country trucking. I think I mentioned this last session as well, right? People do that. It is a thing. It is legit. All right. Can I specify, okay, at Okselinsky, you're loading. I want you to wait until loaded. And I want you to wait until unloaded. Sure. Hopefully you know what to load and unload. Cool. So now, actually set the lines. Dumper. Where's my... Did not save it? Did not save it? View all, Okselinsky, Rustinsky, or transportation. There we go. So, set line. Oh, that's weird. Why would you not? All right, let's remove this line. How do I delete line? Sure. Let's go ahead and do this the old-fashioned way for starters. Don't know why it wouldn't work, but it should. Go there, load up on iron ore. Over here, unload iron ore. Wait until loaded, wait until unloaded. Yep. And get started. View line details. We're going to call this Okselinsky, Rustinsky, or transportation. Transportation, yep. Save that change. And if I go back over here, there. Probably the best way to do it. Cool. So that should work relatively smoothly. Relatively. Only problem is, I call it a problem, but the only problem that we'll find out if it is a problem or not is when the trucks arrive, hopefully the iron ore will prioritize being loaded onto the trucks and they'll load quickly. We are backed up on stuff over here. Why is steel not being brought up over here? Or on the contrary, oh wow, okay, it is being brought up over here. And it's just backed up already. We need to work on our exports and stuff immediately. I need to get these tracks going. Okay, before I get to that, just quickly want to check 73 workers without a job, 72, yeah, down from the 400s, right? So that's good. Unemployment is amazing. Look at that drop. Look at that drop. Beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. Averaging around 2,000 or so it feels like. All right, so that's not the end of the world. Ooh, what's the problem here? Oh, okay, I was just waiting for this train to move through. So not a problem. That's okay, that's okay. So let's see. Do wonder about bringing steel up over here as well. Though we're fine up over here, I guess. I was mainly concerned about bringing steel to the railway construction office for when we commission all this. How are we doing over here? You're stuck? Why are you stuck? How are you stuck? Can't go back. Actually, it was pointed out to me that over here, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. If I'd actually clicked on tracks, like train tracks with auto build checked, that would have been terrible. I'm so glad I misclicked there. Okay, I was told that this is the problem. Or at least it is a problem. So we'll see if that fixes anything. What are we trying to get to? Trying to get to there. But you're on the wrong side. No, you're waiting for this guy to come back. Let's see what happens over here. Semaphores, man. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Speed it up a little bit. Oh, now I really don't know what you were waiting for. Oh, okay, I see that. Another building on fire. Hopefully a response is en route already. Don't see bright flashing lights of sirens. Come on now. These guys, are any of you en route? Yes, you are. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm having a hard time spotting them. Alright, cool. So we should be fine over here. Okay. So that's that taken care of. We've got iron ore and steel now moving. I should definitely stop the import of iron ore over here. That's all about the production there. Let's go ahead and get workers working at all of these processing plants. Cool. And just a matter of the ore arriving here. It'll take time. It will take time. Trying to load up. And again, I'm going to let this naturally create a bit of a buffer. Is my hope over here. Cool. What's the deal down over here? We're like backed up all the way with everything. Can't export steel, that's fine. That's fine. I need to figure out. I guess this is going to be a T-junction. That steel can go down this way as well. Okay, let's sort that out. Let's sort out a couple of things. For one, I need to have this connection over here get made finally. I'm going to actually back this up a little bit. Or do I want to get... Cargo. No, this is also passenger. Alright, sure. So let's go ahead and back this stuff up a little bit. Let's say just to about over here. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to have the crossing happen a little bit further away from that. Just a little bit. In fact, I would even be comfortable having it happen over here. On this bend, basically. Gives us a little bit more room to deal with potential conflicts, I suppose. Make it a nice long piece of track over here. Right, so that will allow vehicles to come over here and go back if necessary. So that's all good. And then from here, got you guys going out and up to vehicle manufacturing, but we also want you going straight out. Now here is where things get funky, because here we have a giant mountain. So I suppose this could be another instance of a Y, or we've got this third track, right? Well, I guess this is kind of a Y. Let's try this out. No. That won't fly, because this needs to be able to get up there as well. So, let's back this up a little bit, first of all. Go ahead and see if we can't. We get a nice, smooth connection up there, almost impossible. I mean, blowing this mountain up is certainly an option. Let's see. Need a free excavator? Okay, listen. Listen, game. Go ahead and cancel this construction office. Or actually, it's going to be busy down over here as well, isn't it? Okay, fine. If we're playing it that way, then let's go ahead and level terrain using roads, I suppose. We can auto-build. And flatten. There we go. Again, it's a minor investment. Not the end of the world. Okay, do that. And flatten you as well. Come on now. This is literally, it's like the side of a mountain that we're exploding away. Dropping little sticks of dynamite. Alright, hopefully that does the trick. We'll have to go uphill a little bit. We'll have to. That's inevitable. That's inevitable. Can we... Up like so. Sure. Turn auto build off before we do anything silly. And now, hopefully... Yeah, that's about right. Need a free excavator. That's going to be a bother, isn't it? Alright, let's go ahead and turn auto search off for you, buddy. Turn off auto search and get rid of all these construction assignments. We'll turn auto search on afterwards. I just need its assistance. I need to, what's the word? Not commandeer, but I need to appropriate, sorry, its resources. There we go. Because now we can flatten up over here without having to pay for it. And we can get the curve and everything. The road method only works for so much. We've gotten close, but now to finish it off, we have to do this. Wow, that really feels like it's taking forever. There we go. So if I do this, and I pull you up with me, like so, can I? Crossing not allowed. This is the thing that always weirds me out. I was like, why? Why not? So I can hook you up over there. Be able to hook you up over here as well. Okay. Then right side to right side. And left side to left side. So the steel can be brought down this way. And we'll, we'll like separate over here or something to go down to Molna for export. Steel comes around there. Goes down this way. I don't know, we'll figure out a split over here probably. While plastics and all that gets brought up this way, goes up this way, goes around the bend, and goes up this way. And then we'll have this little split over here as well, I suppose. We've got our little bypasses and everything. Okay, cool. Gee, am I ready to commission all this? I feel like it's time to. We have this giant space here for like trees or whatever. I feel like this looks pretty good as well. I mean, you're going to have ups and downs in terms of like inclination. I feel like this is one of our cleanest ones actually, so quite happy with that. And then this is our passenger track as well. Okay, yeah, gee, I guess it's time to put down some trees and stuff over here. I guess it's time to commission all this. I'm very nervous about this, as you can probably tell, because we know it's going to break everything over here. We know it's going to break everything over here. But we gotta do it, I guess. Comes down over here. We've got our passengers as well. It's fine. These passengers don't have to go anywhere. From here, we've got our train that comes through to pick up bitumen and fuel. Either continue on that way or go back up this way if needed for like export or whatever, so that's fine. And oil as well. Okay. By the way, I just want to mention bitumen is the correct pronunciation of that word. It is not bitumen, which I used to think it was, but it is bitumen. I've seen a lot of comments about that. And it's like it. Unfortunately, I know how silly it sounds potentially, but that is how you say that word, bitumen. Anyway, yeah, I guess we're ready to hit commission. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this. I guess it's one of the biggest projects we've undertaken, and we know it's going to cause some issues. I'm going to leave this connection out for now because I want to kind of refresh my memory of what's going on over here before we do it. But yeah, let's go ahead and commission this. So it's going to be these tracks. These are electrical tracks. I might want to build like a bypass or something out of wooden tracks to just stay away from creating a mess over here all the time. So if I go ahead and build wood tracks, what would I do? What would I do? Go all the way around? No. Come over here. We've got this crossing. This crossing, you get onto one side, sure. this section will be a trouble, like a quote-unquote problem. Nothing we can do about that. Because they'll have to come down over here to work on this. Maybe we're fine for now, and I'll reconsider creating wooden tracks to create bypasses for construction afterwards. All right, let's go for it. Let's go ahead and commission. Start construction of plant infrastructure. My God, almost 4.5 million rubles worth of tracks being laid down over here for quote-unquote free as we commission it ourselves. Cool. Go for it. What we will do, though, is build this stuff with rubles. These are the wooden bypass tracks that we planned to avoid issues over here, or to try and minimize issues over here, I should say. Chances are there still will be quite a few. I'm fully ready for this to be a problem. Got the two-way over here. Should probably put something down like over here, so that the train will stop over here or over here. I wonder if this should be a chain, actually. Right, because we want to check what's clear. Let's try that out. Yikes. It's going to be a hot mess, folks. Going to be a hot mess. I might actually need another rail construction office, if I'm completely honest with myself. Might even, like, pop it down over here. Because the scale of some of these constructions is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Got these guys coming through. Cool. Cool. They'll come through. Down over here, let's go ahead and make sure that you are back on auto search duty. No reason not to be. And we're actually making some good progress down over here. Again, last session we finished this train platform. Looks like we've got one of our pumping stations done as well. Really pumping out that progress, huh? Oh, God. But I am feeling quite pumped up. Jeez, I can't help myself. Oh yeah, look at that. Seeing all these pipes coming through and stuff that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Anyways, I'm gonna pipe down about these pipes and focus on our progress here. So yeah, feeling pretty good about this as well. I mean, resources are arriving. I mean, these are big numbers, right? Like, these are massive construction projects, so even just seeing the resources arrive is a very good and positive feeling. Down over here as well. That's great. That's great. Now, where are you actually getting workers from? I forget now if I've reassigned to the wrong spot. I want to make sure the workers are coming from Uprisinggrad train platform, which is in fact here. Yes. Okay, wonderful. So everyone's headed over there. Unemployment should be dropping as the construction continues. Yeah, 29, 49 from 400. Those are good drops. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wonderful. Let's take a look at this year as a whole. Look at that. It's the 12th of December. Oh man, I am 1 year old. I have been for 8 days. It's so weird to be in the 90s, having started in what, the 60s. It is kind of wild. Anyway, let's look at some other things right now here. Food is still a problem, and that I think is the next thing I want to tackle. While we have all this wonderful stuff going on, you know, while oil is being built and all that kind of stuff, I think we need to resume our quest for solving the food problems here. No workers is not an ideal. Wait a second. What? Oh, okay, we're doing something very wrong if the issue here is workers and not crops. We've got a huge surplus of crops. Okay. Oh no. It's begun. You're stuck here. Why are you stuck here? You're waiting for this guy to go? Is that right? I just want to see this vehicle move through. Go. Go, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Buddy's all the way over there. Buddy is all the way over there. Okay, let's just pause for a second here. Could this be regular instead? You're a chain looking to go where? not there. Looking to go up over here. Okay. What's the problem? Weird. Okay. Fair enough. But it's moving now. That's what matters. Alright, what was I on? Right. So no workers are arriving up over there. This is also an issue with power being a bit of a problem. But I assume that's probably because we are not maxed out over here. Sun's up anyway. We can move on, for now at least. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, let's see. Right. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. What's happening is this space is being backed up by these students, and so no workers can wait at the bus stop. All right, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. What we can do is we can take a look at our custom lines. We have. Where'd you go? Not the tour. Okay, for passengers. I wish I could search. Where is my education line, as it were? Lots of students over here, actually. Maybe we need a different education line. Where are you guys coming from? Veterinka grad. Okay. A lot of students waiting for professors. That just means we need more professors. Okay, what I meant to do was all related vehicles, Lerninsky. Oh, right, it wasn't a line. It was a vehicle. So let's go ahead and view line details, rename the line. Yeah, rename the line Lerninsky. Lerninsky, yes. Okay, rename this vehicle Lerninsky 1, yes. And let's go ahead and save that. Fine. Picking up the right students. Children with basic education, yep, okay. Okay. And let's go ahead and get a couple more vehicles here, shall we? We need the... What are you? Oh, I wish the name would be provided. I think it's the IKR 280, yeah. 135 passengers. Looks like the IKR 280, sure. So let's go ahead and get a couple of you. Let's get a couple of you. Zoom in, and let's go ahead and assign these lines. Let's begin. And hopefully that's going to see us free up that bus stop so workers can start arriving there. 49 workers without a job. No workers waiting still. That's almost definitely what's happening. If we take a look at infrastructure, bus stops, 200 passenger capacity. Yep, that's what's happening for sure. I assume even when students waiting is low, workers who are headed over maybe come through in like 40 or 50 of them, and they get picked up immediately. So that's, yeah, see, one worker waiting, immediately picked up. Yeah, okay, that needs to be solved for sure. Hopefully that'll help this situation over here. Hopefully it'll be a somewhat permanent solution-ish, question mark. And then we still have, of course, the problem up over here, which is we are once again lacking crops, which is something we need to solve. We're going to expand our farms. I think we're going to finally take over this area over here. I'm going to look up some maybe optimized layouts or something. I'm going to leave a gap over here so we can have a T-junction and go around Duseni, which perhaps we also need a name for. Farminsky and what? And then we'll have another region over here which will have its own name. I doubt these will be the Trainwrecksky Farms. But that should help supply enough crops for Veterinka Grad. Wow. So not only that, but we also have to expand our farms over here. We've talked about this, I know, repeatedly for a while, but I think that's the next big project, because while we're doing that, while we're planning all of that, oil will hopefully become, well, we'll hopefully get up and running. You can see all of these pipes are getting completed, which is great, because they are expensive, right? They are quite expensive. Let's actually go ahead and commission, look at that. Oh my god, over 500,000 rubles for just this much piping. Maybe a little bit of piping up over here as well, I suppose. No, that'll be kept separate. All this stuff's already been built? Question mark? Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Let's go ahead and commission you. There we go. Good stuff, exciting times. Exciting times. Why do I have this road here again? I forget now. One other thing that I really desperately need to do is get more parking lots. Definitely need more parking lots in the area. The good thing is we've got a fair bit of space actually to get those parking lots in. But before I, forget again, I really ought to do that. Though I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to do it today. Wow, these guys are almost all 25 to 50% done, so that's good. Progress over here, resources, yep. What's the deal up over here? Still backed up on stuff, that's good, not a bad surplus. Ah, there it is. There it is. Actually, let's not do that. This is gonna be an issue. This is going to be an issue. I needed it to stop well before it got up over there. I know I changed this, right? So maybe we should do that. You're stuck over there? No, you're going to be able to come back out. Again, it's such a big, like the length of the train is such a big factor as well, right? Like, wonder if getting rid of this and putting it down over like here is what we need. So the train is actually behind that semaphore, right? Just want to get rid of the pink dot there. We'll see. A little bit of experimentation needed. But actually, on the topic of experimentation, let's go ahead and really quickly check. This all seems to be moving smoothly, which is promising. I maybe need to get some more students being picked up over here as well, actually. And I maybe need to reduce the strain on our technical university over here. Maybe it's finally time to get that medical university down, like somewhere over here. Maybe, oh, actually, you know what? Where is Lerninsky? Where is Lerninsky? Go ahead and on your way up, add that to unload, let's say 50% of the students. There. And then continue onwards up to there. So, spread the love, as it were. Though really I could send everybody up over here instead. That works too. Because this is barely being used, right? We could really bring a lot of students over here. Cool, well, okay. So that's that checked. I wanted to check this as well. I do believe we have solved... Wow, folks, I think we've solved this train issue. Oh my god. Maybe. Missing iron, that's fine. Right, we've brought this to a standstill. That's going to hurt our economy until we start seeing these trucks. The work done. Where are you headed to? The processing plant. To load. Unloading over here. No, get rid of that. I understand why this was the case. There. This is an old remnant from another time. There, over here. to unload. Iron ore. Need a little bit of rejigging, I think. Hopefully those trucks are coming from down south. I haven't seen too many of them yet. Yeah, they're loading up. I mean, I might need a lot more trucks. I need a lot more trucks. Huh. Maybe we shouldn't wait until loaded. Maybe we shouldn't wait until loaded. Kind of move a little bit quicker. Otherwise, they're going to be sitting here forever. No workers, but that's because you're stuck over here. While you're stuck over here. Are you stuck? See, now this is where it gets weird. You're a chain. And you see both of these blocked. This be a chain as well. That doesn't make a difference. Checking this area, you're checking this area. These are two ways, so you should be able to use either lane. You're on that side, so you should be able to come up, go this way, swap over to the right side, and continue on upwards. And it should work in theory, but it isn't working. Well, I'll sort that out. Maybe I'll do a little bit more experimentation and see what needs doing over here. But we have solved a couple of our major train problems, which feels good. We have taken a look at the circumstances over here as well, hopefully. And we're going to start seeing workers arriving at this bus stop, more so than just students. And we have seen, yes, some good progress. Well, it's not so visible, I suppose, but you know, the resources and stuff are being delivered. We are seeing some good progress over here. I am, puns aside, but also not, because it's me. I'm very pumped for the future. Quite pumped up, folks. Quite pumped up. Things are going well. I hope you enjoyed this session. This is where we're going to call it. Lots of progress today. Lots of more progress to come, of course, I hope. If you did enjoy, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in just, again, how I approach things on the channel, what I do, what I don't do. And I do read through all the comments, so keep it coming, folks. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.